This discrepancy in the docket numbers, how do you characterize this error?
Again, Your Honor.
Objection, Your Honor, he won't be competent to answer that because docket numbers are assigned by the DOJ, not by the NBI.
Exactly, that's the
Again,
point.
counsel, let him answer. What if he answers that he's not competent, then that's his answer. Witness may answer.
Well, kung docket number lang ho ang pag-uusapan, hindi ho nawala yung existence ng video. Hindi rin ho nabago na ang Vice Presidente ay nagsalita na meron na siyang kinausap na tao.
Attorney Lotok, your answer is not responsive though. Kindly answer the question of the counsel.
Okay, how do you characterize that error?
Typographical error.
Okay, next question. What effect, if any, does that typographical error have on the statements of the Vice President threatening the President, Ferdinand Marcos Jr., His Excellency, and the two others?
No effect at all, Your Honor. Hindi ho na-alter yung utterances ng Vice Presidente.
Okay, now, let's go to the affidavits of investigation, which the good counsel mentioned in yesterday's cross-examination. During your cross-examination, you were asked questions concerning the January 30, 2025 affidavit of investigation. After that affidavit was submitted, now the question is, what action, if any, did the Department of Justice take, and if you know?
The Department of Justice evaluated the referral by the NBI. And then after evaluation, nag-issue po sila ng certification na kulang pa, insufficient yung inyong sinubmit. So dapat i-comply niyo muna itong mga requirements na to. So nagbigay ho sila ng, I think 7 ho ang nandoon. Yun po ang ginawa ng Department of Justice.
All right. Now, what did the NBI do, if any, in response to that recommendation from the DOJ?
The NBI complied the requirements of the Department of Justice, and as a matter of fact, nung na-comply na ho namin, the DOJ issued a certification stating to the effect na you have complied all the elements of the crime charge and you are now good for preliminary investigation, sir.
In fact, you also remember yesterday that you mentioned that the NBI also submitted a letter to DOJ. Do you remember that?
Yes, sir.
Why did the NBI submit a letter to the DOJ, if you know?
No, well, I think that letter was signed by the then director Jaime Lee Santiago, and the then director was notifying the Department of Justice that the NBI has already complied with all the requirements, and that the NBI is now submitting its affidavit with all the requirements attached therein, and with explanation, specifically yung requirement na kailangan may complaint ang recipient, gaya ng presidente. Ang explanation ho doon sa letter na yon, na for purposes of preliminary investigation under the new NPS rules, hindi ho kailangan yung complainant himself, kundi pwede ang law enforcement agency gaya ng NBI na mag-file na complaint. Again, for purposes of preliminary investigation.
Attorney Lotok, if shown a copy of that letter of former Director Santiago, will you be able to identify the same?
Yes, sir.
Now, we are now in the process through Attorney Stephen Magallon of Sa Legal Law, showing you a copy of a letter dated February 11, 2025. We invite the defense to also peruse the same.
Yes, sir.
Also assisted by a lawyer also from Cebu. What relation, if any, does this document have with the one you mentioned?
The same docs that I mentioned, sir.
Your Honors, at this juncture, we move that the letter dated February 11, 2025 by Director Santiago,